My grandmother died in February. That part isn't the strange part. The strange part is what's been happening in my house since March. She passed on a Tuesday. Heart failure. Quick, the doctors said, like that was supposed to make it easier. She was 79, and she still called me every Sunday to ask if I was eating enough. The last time we spoke, she told me to stop leaving my porch light off at night. Said it wasn't safe. I told her I'd fix it. I never did. The first thing I noticed was the smell. Lavender. She wore the same lavender soap for as long as I can remember. I smell it in my apartment sometimes, just for a second, usually in the hallway outside my bedroom. I told myself it was the neighbors. I told myself a lot of things. Then I started finding the porch light on. I don't mean once. I mean every morning for 3 weeks, I'd wake up and the porch light was on. I live alone. I started turning it off before bed and making sure I saw it go dark, checking the switch twice. Sometimes I'd take a photo on my phone just to prove it was off. By morning, it was on again. I mentioned it to my mom on a call one night. She got quiet in that way she does when she doesn't want to say what she's thinking. Then she told me Grandma used to do the same thing at her house. Always insisted the porch lights stay on after dark. Said she did it until the day she moved into the care home. Said it was because she worried about us coming home to a dark house. I didn't sleep well that night. About 2 weeks after that, I was sitting in my kitchen at 11 p.m., couldn't sleep, just scrolling on my phone. The cat, I have a cat, his name is Biscuit, he's 7 years old and completely uninterested in anything that isn't food or sunlight, was sitting in the doorway to the hallway, staring, not at me, past me, at the corner behind me. Biscuit doesn't stare, he doesn't do the thing cats do in movies where they track something invisible across the room. He's the most aggressively normal cat I've ever owned. But he sat there for 11 minutes. I counted because I started timing it on my phone. 11 minutes, completely still, ears flat, watching that corner. Then he turned around and walked to his bed like nothing happened. I didn't turn around to look at the corner. I think about that a lot. Why I didn't turn around. Here's the part I keep coming back to. 2 nights ago, I had a dream about my grandmother. That's not unusual. I've been dreaming about her since she died. But this one was different. In the dream, she was standing in my hallway and she looked the way she looked when I was a kid. Not old, not sick. She was smiling. And she pointed at the front door, very clearly, like she was trying to tell me something. I woke up at 3:14 in the morning. Biscuit was sitting on my chest, which he never does. The apartment felt cold, even though the heat was on. And through the gap under my bedroom door, I could see it, the porch light, on. I hadn't turned it on. I had been asleep. I had checked the switch before bed. I got up. I walked to the front door. I stood there for a long time with my hand on the knob. I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know what I was afraid of. I opened the door. The porch was empty. The night was quiet. But on the mat, on the doormat I bought at a grocery store clearance rack and never think about, there was a single pressed lavender sprig, dried out, like it had been there for a while except it hadn't been there yesterday. I would have seen it. I stood on my porch in the cold for a long time. I don't know what's coming through. I don't know if it's her. I don't know if something else has learned what she meant to me and is using it. That's the question I can't shake, because it feels like love. It feels like her, but something that wants you to open the door at 3 a.m. knows exactly how to feel like whatever you need it to be. The light is on right now. I'm looking at it. Follow if you want to hear more stories like this. I have too many.